5 words every RV enthusiast should know: advocacy, community, education, resources, rewards. That's what the RV Advisor was built on, along with protecting your rights. Visit thervadvisor.com.
This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the RV Advisor Podcast. My name is Tom Alexander, and my guest today is Cory Blackmon from Wandering Weekends. Hey, Cory, how are you?
Hey, Tom, I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, no, it's great to have you on. And you guys are up in Northwest, I believe. Yeah, Northwest Georgia. I think that's about right. That's kind of where Athens is, isn't it?
Yeah, we're kind of we're closer to Athens than Atlanta. We're eastern, northeastern Georgia.
Northeastern. Okay, northeastern.
Yep.
All right. I got to get my map out. I thought I knew Georgia well, but clearly I don't.
That's all good.
All right. So, you guys are, as the name implies, weekenders. You guys get out there and do your adventuring on weekends.
Right.
And when did all this start?
Well, we started, we bought our first RV in 2016. And I had tried to, I'm a backpacker at heart. So RVing is RVing. It's not camping to me, but it is RVing, and that's fun too. And then Brooke is more of a condo girl. She grew up going on vacations, renting condos at the beach. And so the RV seemed to be a happy medium for us. And I finally talked her into buying a salvage title travel trailer off of Craigslist just to see if we liked it. Just paid cash for it, brought it home. We didn't know if we were going to like hooking it up, setting it up, all that good stuff that goes along with RVing, especially just for the weekend. And so we ended up loving it, and we kept that travel trailer as we shopped for our at least long-time travel trailer. And we ended up with a Grand Design Imagine 2800 BH, which fits our needs very well. It was very similar to the first travel trailer we had. And yeah, we're just weekenders. We're one of our goals right now is to do all of the Georgia state parks. So considering we only have a weekend to get out and about, we don't travel terribly far. We've done a spring break or two, but we also find it important to cheat on the RV sometimes as well. So we'll still do that condo at the beach, or one example is we're going to Dollywood for spring break, and we're staying at the resort. We're not taking the RV. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's kind of our story. And funny enough, Brooke probably likes it more than I do now. So I love it, but she's really enjoying it.
Listen, if she's happy, that's half the battle, right?
Yeah, that's more than half the battle.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm a 33-year marriage veteran, so I got that.
You do.
I think I've been married longer than you've been around, so
Oh no, I got you beat there. I'm 41.
Okay, well, hey, listen, you're doing pretty darn good for 41. I keep telling people, I'm really younger than you think I am, but it doesn't fly all the time. The premature white hair, that never helped.
It makes you look wise.
Thank you. I need you for a PR man.
I shaved all my gray off. So
okay. We're talking to Cory Blackmon. He's from Wandering Weekends, and they're weekenders. And I guess, listen, 2 kids in tow as well. How's that going? Do the kids love it?
They do. Beckett is our youngest. He'll be 6 in February. So he's never known not having an RV. Yeah. And Tanley really doesn't remember before an RV either. And they absolutely love it. Anytime the camper's in the driveway getting packed up for the weekend when they get home from school, they're raring to go. So, and really that was our biggest reason for an RV, was them, just keeping them off screens, trying to teach them how to communicate without texting and all that good stuff. It's getting harder and harder to do. And so we actually use the RV as a parenting tool as well.
Oh, that's terrific. Wow. that is really great because yeah, we're all guilty of this guy here, like,
Yep.
checking this thing out and getting alerts and notifications and beeps and buzzes. And of course, tablets, and I mean, television's been around forever, but separate to television, these devices just are so, I mean, they really dominate our time. And I think it's awesome
They
that
sure
you
do.
guys are, I think it's awesome that you guys are encouraging the kids to see things for real, and get out there and learn.
We're trying our very best. The thing about TV back in the day, there was a lot of times where there just wasn't anything on.
That's
And so
true.
you just turned it off and went outside. Well, now you can find whatever you want. So yeah,
Well,
it's harder to get away.
the only thing I would say is I've got about 500 channels and I still can't find anything on most of the time,
That's true.
unless there's a good ball game or an old movie, I'm kind of hard to please.
Right.
I think you guys are, I think I saw a photograph on your Instagram page, showed you guys all jacked up about the Braves. Is that right?
Yes, we are big Braves fans. I actually played minor league baseball in the Braves organization.
Oh, did you?
So yeah, and so I've always had that a little bit of that memorabilia around, and yeah, we got pretty pumped when the Braves made the World Series. And if you're a Georgia sports fan, you know that you consistently being let down. And so once that final out was made, we celebrated, but we were very cautious until then.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm a lifelong Philadelphia sports fan, so I know a lot about disappointment.
You do.
Yeah, believe me, I do. And you guys in Atlanta have us by, you certainly recently with the Hawks and the Braves, and yeah. So
Right,
we'll
I
leave
understand.
we'll leave it at that. Now, let me ask you, the last name is you're not related to Charlie Blackmon, the baseball player, are you?
Same last name, but no, not related. No.
Okay, gotcha.
That I know
So,
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty darn good hitter. He's pretty.
Oh yeah.
Good. Yeah, he can.
Well,
So, what position did you play in the minors?
I was a left-handed pitcher.
Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
great, left-handed.
Yeah.
And how long were you with the in the
A
organization?
little less than 2 years. I signed as a senior in college, so I was getting into the game a little bit. Even at 23, I was older. So
Yeah,
so yeah,
yeah.
I got my little taste of my little cup of coffee, and then I went back to school and finished my degree. And
Oh, did you make it to the big club or?
no,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was low level minor league baseball, but
Okay, yeah.
I had to go finish my degree, so that was more important.
Yeah. That's still though. That's great too. Obviously, fantastic. But the fact that, I've known a few people over the years that have played in the, in the minors of different organizations, and their stories are always, they're just really, really interesting. I'm just such a huge baseball fan that anytime I hear the, play ball, my ears just, perk up.
Right. Yeah, there were some good stories, but it all worked
I'm
out
sure there
better.
were. I'm sure there were. Some are some you could share at a family show, and some you can't.
That's right.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and chat a little bit more with Cory Blackmon from Wandering Weekends, and we'll find out what's on the docket for the next few months, where they might be going, and learn a lot more. We'll
Sounds
be back.
good.
Yeah, we'll be back right after these words.
Here are 5 words every RV enthusiast should know: advocacy, community, education, resources, rewards. That's what the RV Advisor was built on, along with protecting your rights. Visit thervadvisor.com.
We're back on the RV Advisor podcast. I'm Tom Alexander, and my guest is from Wandering Weekends. It's Cory Blackmon. And hey, Cory, and we were chatting in the break there, and I know that you've kind of mapped out a little bit some destinations, and I know it's get the family ready, pack up the gear, don't forget the kids. Don't be like Home
Right.
Alone. We can't have that happen.
No,
And then,
it would be way too quiet too quickly to forget them.
you do what is not working here? Something's not right.
Yeah.
It's just a little too.
Wouldn't even get out of the driveway.
Yeah, I'm sure. Where to? Where? Give us a couple places on the map you're thinking about.
Well, the first thing we're doing is the Tampa RV show, and I know that's a lot of everyone knows about that one. We're flying down actually for that, and we're going to go. I'll be down there most of that week, and then I'll do the little Atlanta RV show the weekend after that. And then we're gonna one of our goals, like I mentioned before, is trying to knock out all of the Georgia state parks. And the first one we'll do this year is Dames Ferry, which is in Middle Georgia. It's a smaller park. It's a newer state park, but most of the sites are on the lake, and it's close to 75. So if you guys, all you snowbirds coming up from Florida, all you full-timers, that may be an option for you. We'll have a review up on that. And then we like to knock out some parks that are close to us, some of our favorites. And another one is A.H. Stevens, which is off of I-20. So if you're going east to west through Georgia, you'll have that option. We do a lot of reviews on the channel. So if you're full timing or you're passing through, needing a place to stay, may be worth your time. But one of the most exciting things we're doing, and something I've never done, even though I've grown up in Georgia, is we're spending part of our spring break in Dollywood. So I think that should be a lot of fun. We're actually going to stay at the resort, though. Like I said, we think it's important to cheat on the RV sometimes, and we're going to spend some time at the resort. Just a couple of nights, not a long time, but I think that'll be a lot of fun as well. And then we even have a couple of tent camping trips planned with the kiddos.
Yeah.
Because I think that is, like I said, I think that's real camping versus RVing. Not that I don't love RVing.
Yeah.
But we got most of our year is planned, and you got to do that now because weekend campsites are tough to get. So.
It's very true, and the RV community, not only itself has grown so much,
right,
but the whole, it used to be where, hey, here's a park, let's go here. Not anymore.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Nope.
There's you really have to plan ahead. It's not the easiest thing in the world to just sort of let the wheel take you where it wants to anymore. It's not those days. And you mentioned sort of cheating on the RV as you describe it. And you told me in the break that you guys, the Dominican Republic is a place that you've been, and
right.
And also, you're thinking about maybe getting out west, seeing the Grand Canyon. Now, under normal circumstances, that would be a great place to drive out and see, along the way and experience Route 66 and all that kind of stuff. But, folks like yourself, busy young parents, have limited time,
That's right.
limited vacation time. And for someone that's not a full timer, but more of a weekender like yourselves, sometimes you got to get there quicker, which means flying.
Yep.
And
I think that's
okay.
part of,
it's still, the spirit is there.
That's right. Yeah, you still get to see it, and I think a road trip is, or definitely we've talked about when we retire, if we get to retire, and that's part of the reason we do this now is because that's just not guaranteed. But if we do, absolutely, full timing for a couple of years is very appealing to us. But right now, we both have full-time jobs, and we get limited vacation, as most of you know. And most RVers, I think they speak to that because, most RVers, an RV is a recreational vehicle. And for a lot of people, it is just recreation. And I think that's one place that our channel kind of speaks to those who, even though we love watching the full-timers, that's just not in the cards for us right now. Yeah. And I think having our perspective as weekenders is kind of unique in a way. So, yeah, we'll probably start checking off some of the Western national parks. I would love to do that. I think Brooke and I both talked about starting that next year. Beckett will be 7 and easily old enough to do some hiking. We want to go out there and not just stand and look at it. We want to get in there and hike and bike and, explore the park, try to get away from some of the crowds. Sure. And I think he'll be old enough to do that next year. So we really look forward to it. And obviously we'll be catching it on camera as well. So
that's fantastic. Why don't you share with our viewers and our listeners your about your YouTube channel, your Instagram, where folks can go?
Sure. So on Facebook, we're Wandering Weekends on Facebook. You could just search it up on Facebook. It'll be the first one that pops up. And then Instagram is at Wandering WKNDS. And then, but our much larger audience is on YouTube. YouTube, you could just search Wandering Weekends and we'll pop up all over the place. That's definitely where our biggest audience is at. And I want to give a shout out to our comment section on our YouTube channel, because we have some invaluable information in the comment section. A lot of times we have great commenters, and a lot of times the folks commenting down below one of our videos will give you better information than what I'm giving you. So shout out to them. Love our subscribers and love our comment section.
That's terrific. And you know, did it surprise you a little bit with the you know, huge interest in what you guys are doing? It's like, wow, hey, look, hey, hon, look at this. We just picked up another 100 subscribers today, or viewers or followers. Did it kind of, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It's we started it just to kind of, I would be a part of forums and Facebook groups and trying to share experience, not necessarily advice, just more of, hey, this is what worked for me. Maybe it'll work for you too. And because obviously everyone's in different situations. So I always try to be careful of saying, hey, this hitch worked great for me, but it might not work for you. You have to be real careful. And so I found it easier to sometimes just make a short video and talk about that. And it started to gain traction. And we should be at like 50,000 subscribers by the end of next month.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really, really great. Well, congratulations on the success, and it's given you more than enough to do. It's part of your full-time work is getting all this stuff pulled together, and that's a success story. I would say that's terrific.
And, again, just a shout out to our subscribers. We've got a great group over there. We really enjoyed the little community, well, not so little anymore, but the little community that we've built over there, and they've built as well. So
yeah, it's certainly a community effort. So thank you so much for your time, Cory. We really appreciate it. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we'd love to have you back on again down the line. Maybe you'll talk to us from somewhere further away.
That'll be cool. And we'll get Brooke in here next time. Brooke's she'll tell stories about me. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll have the family version of that, and then we'll have the after dark version of that. I'm kidding. No, looking forward to it. That'll be great. Our guest, Cory Blackmon from Wandering Weekends. Cory, thanks again, and we'll catch you down the road.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Y'all be safe.
You too. Safe travels to you. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. Stay tuned. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a moment.
Watch Just Ask Gigi with Gigi Stetler and Tom Alexander. It posts every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on our Facebook page.
Hi, everybody. We're back on the RV Advisor Podcast, and look who it is. In the new year, there she is. Hey, it's Neve Carrizocco.
How you doing, Tom?
Doing great, Neve. It is great to see you again. And it's been a couple of weeks. And a happy new year to you.
It has.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had a wonderful time.
Yeah, and you were back in Ireland for a little bit and got to see family. And I understand you also had a big celebration.
Yes, we did. We had a wedding. It was lovely. Finally got a wedding.
You finally got a wedding. Well, congratulations to you and the groom. And it's like official now.
It is official now. Yeah, it was nice to celebrate with all our friends and family finally after so many years and all the craziness with COVID. So yeah, now all that is behind us.
Wonderful. Well, we saw some great pictures, and you guys look happy as ever. So congratulations.
Yes.
And I got to
Thank you.
tell you, yeah, and you know, this year we've got some big plans. We're going to expand our social media presence, which is huge. It's very critical. You know, getting the word out there, and got a new team member in Tice who was on the last show, and he's helping us grow with that.
Yes.
So I know that
Yes,
you're
super
excited about
excited.
this because you're a big social media person.
Love it. Yeah, it's such an awesome way to connect with people all over the world and in different kind of niches, and obviously our niches and the RV industry. So yeah, it has been very, very fun. But I'm really glad that he's on board, and hopefully he can just help us with his expertise and we can continue to grow.
Absolutely, absolutely, and we're really excited about that. And I will tell our people who are viewing the pod as opposed to listening to it. No, Neve is not on the moon. We are getting a little bit of herky jerky transmission. We hear you, but we're getting a little bit of that occasional interference, but we'll power through it. No big deal.
All right.
There you go. You look fine. You're absolutely fine. We'll get through this. So even though it's like, it happens.
Oh God.
It happens. Hey, listen, next time, I know we've got some more big announcements to make, things we're going to be doing here at not only the RV Advisor, but Planet RV and the whole marketplace and everything that's going on. This place is just expanding. It's going to have its own zip code soon.
It is. It's super busy. It's very exciting to be part of it.
Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Well, Neve, thank you so much. It's great to see you again. And even though sometimes it's in bits and pieces, we'll be okay. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you again on the next show on Monday. For Neve Carizzacco, I'm Tom Alexander. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. So long, everybody.